welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be a quick video on how to apply a window decal. So I know I haven't done any videos in a while. I've been kind of busy. COVID's kind of hit the business a little bit. Still have the Honda Civic Type R. We'll do a full big old background on it. I've got full bolt-ons on now. I need to go get it tuned. I'm going to start doing videos on that just because I've kind of looked on the internet and I really can't find crap on anything on bolt-ons or how-tos or a lot of stuff to do with the new FK8 platform. So I pretty much, a lot of shops wouldn't even do it, so I went and did it my own. But for today, we are going to teach you some cool tricks, hopefully learn some cool things on how to apply a simple window decal. It sounds simple, but they're really easy to mess up, and then when you get messed up, they're super frustrating and a whole bunch of other things. So today, I've already went ahead and applied half my decal there. KC Cars is a group that I run on Facebook. We have a ton of members, a whole bunch of cars. Go check it out if you want to. We do a ton of stuff. Anyways, today we are going to show you how to peel off the backing, how to just get it done, if there's any bubbles, how to get rid of the bubbles. And this can go all the way from your little decals that you get on Amazon to full out gigantic windshield decals or banners or whatever you're trying to apply. So let's go ahead and we're going to get into it a little bit. If you haven't already, go down there and like, and if you want to, subscribe. We do vending machines, bounce houses, car related stuff, you name it. It's my adventure. We're just rolling with the punches, finally getting back at it after COVID, and try to do this without scratching my carbon fiber. So let's see if we can see from there. So I'll go ahead and grab the camera and show you what I've already done prior and what my setup is and so on. Okay, so some useful tricks that you're probably going to need is a debit card or some sort of flat object, so that way you can apply your window decal. Step number 2 you're going to need is tape. I like using duct tape. It's kind of sticky, but yet it's really easy to mess with, so that way you can apply the tape. That way, just sticking it down, you can apply it in a different way. It's really easy to maneuver. Then on my duct tape, I have always have one of those. It's just a simple little pin or needle of some sort, and that is an ultimate must-have in order to do one of these. So I've applied hundreds of these on different cars and ton loads of decals on my own vehicles, and I have learned from some pretty big mistakes and blah 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 blah. So first you're going to do is, of course, going to get it center aligned on the center of your car, wherever you'd like it, or if you'd like it over here, wherever you'd like to place your decal. Get it positioned, then you're going to apply your tape. So whenever you get it finally positioned where you like, so that way it holds it in place. When it has showed you half, means that I'm doing it this way instead of this way. So this is one that I've already applied. If you can tell, there's no major bubbles, nothing like that. So I like to go ahead, because this was a full banner, I cut it in half, so that way I could apply at least half of the banner, so that way I'm not trying to work with the entire full banner. That just makes it a lot easier to kind of do it in sections instead of trying to apply the whole banner, because if you try to do the whole banner and it moves it all, you're crapped out of luck. So got it positioned. Now here comes the fun part. What we're going to do is we're going to end up grabbing on your decal. You're going to have your top sheet. If I can do it one-handed here. There we go. And like I said, that's what your decal sticks to. Then you're going to have this bottom piece of paper. And what I am going to try to do is make sure that these are somewhat loose. You don't want these completely stuck to your windshield. You don't want this tape completely stuck. You just want the top half, just the top of it, stuck to your windshield. The reason that is There we go. We're going to apply it that way. Hopefully I can still get underneath. We're going to take this white piece of paper, go all the way underneath, and completely pull that out all the way at the end. So I'm actually going to need to move this tape probably back to here, a little bit back farther, and then I'll just show you how to apply it. Alright, so I went ahead and moved my tape over, and while the camera's off. That way it's a little bit easier on me. Now I'm going to try to do this without messing up. Here we go. This is never easy, but always take your time, and before you get going, triple check, double check, make sure you got this exactly where you want it at, because once you start laying it, there is no going back. Alright, and then the first thing I ran into, shocker. So I'm going to grab my card, go over the decal. The reason I'm doing this is so you want this decal to stick to the prep tape. That's basically what it's called. I call this prep tape, sticky tape, whatever you want to call it. You can give me the special name for it down below for any of my decal guys. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and peel this all the way back. All the way to where my tape's at. There we go. Now I'm going to take my decal. I'm just going to start shoving it back. My little white tape. There we go. White paper all the way back. There we go. Let me make sure it's back in line. Grab my white tape, white paper. There we go. Then, after that, move that off to the side. Then we leave it. Still got this side stuck down. Then we leave that. Then I'm just going to simply just start bringing this side down. And there's already a couple of my bubbles, which I'm not shocked by that, but she already really stuck there. Alright, so I don't like how stuck that is. So we're going to try to work it out without creasing. There we go. So like I'm doing here, just being real careful, and then I'm working it back to me. And then as I'm working it back to me, this is going to be the hardest part, is this right here. Don't freak out. Just kind of work with it. And then just basically, as you start working it back towards you, you're going to let that decal just kind of fall with gravity. Don't try to stick it yourself. There you go. And then boom. I'm going to show you these big old bubbles. And you're going to be like, oh no, what are you going to do about them? There's a lot of people that I've watched lay decals. They get all freaked out about it and think that they've messed up, or that's not supposed to be, or blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to show you how to quickly fix that. So there we are now. Okay. So let's see if I can get them on camera. Let's see here. Kind of see them. They come around. There we go. You can really see them as they come around. Focus camera. There we go. So see those gigantic bubbles right there on the A? We're going to get rid of those. Alright. And come in here, take your little pen, stick, 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 stick. Take your card, and then work towards the bubble. Don't just come straight at it. If you come straight at it, I mean, all you're going to do is just cover up your little hole. You're just going to work around your hole, do a little 360 around it, where you created that hole, and then bring it over. And then I'll get all these little ones off the camera, but at least I want to show you how to you can quickly get rid of the big ones, and boom. Just like that. So even if you're applying not just big ones, let's see, I'll show you some of my little ones in the back. So like I said, even if you're doing some of the little ones in the back, I need to actually get rid of, I got a bubble that I didn't get to yesterday. But yeah, any of your little ones, any of your stickers, get any sort of bubble, small bubble, anything like that, you just go in there, and like I said, none of those have bubbles in them at all. But yeah, get in there and take care of them. So a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people do it, and they get a bubble and then they'll try to lift this back up, kind of like how I was doing a little bit, but I was doing it because there was a big fold in it, and that got rid of that fold. But yeah, if you get a bubble, don't freak out. It's super easy to get rid of. Don't try to pull it back off. Just go ahead and apply your decal, and then go in and do a little doctor surgery, and you go ahead and take care of it. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back up here up top so you can finish watching me go ahead and pull it off, and we'll do a little touch up on it, and I'll show you the finished result. Alright, back to it. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and grab the tape here. Just apply the tape. Anyway, that should stick there. Go ahead and go here because this is where my tape was at. Go ahead and push this down a little bit. That corner got messed up just a touch. I'll live with that one. Alright, time to go ahead and pull this off. Cross your fingers. This is the point where if you get a bad decal and you do this, and that decal still comes up with this tape, could mean multiple things. It could be that it's an old decal, or it's because it could be the vinyl itself is not as sticky as the top tape that they used. So if that comes off like that, there's not really too much you can honestly do, but try to get another decal, or just make sure not to get another one from whoever it was that you got it from. I get my decals from a local guy. He's super cool. He started out real small. Now he's worked his way up. So, still got a whole bunch of bubbles in there. But I'll show off the bubbles. And I'll show you what they look like afterwards. See if I can see them. So, let's see here. Alright, let's see if we can still see them in here. You can kind of see them all the way through that. You see them all over the A, you see them right there all over the C. So we're going to go in there and take my little needle here. Try to do it with the camera on it. It's going to be super hard, but see if I can see them with the... And all you're going to do is just kind of give them a little poke like that. Just tap, 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 tap. I don't do single ones on these because they're so small. If you just kind of come in and you just create a whole bunch of little holes. Because if you do, unlike the big ones, just do a little taps. It's a lot easier to get all these bubbles out. There we go. Let's sit there and start laying them in. So I'll finish laying them down. I'll show you guys the finished result, and then we will wrap up the video. Alright, so I went ahead and pulled it outside. That way you can see what it looks like. I get everybody when I do this, like, you know you set it too low, blah, 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 you can barely read it. Like I said, I change out this decal quite often. But I like putting mine that low. It's part of my car club. But I'll show you when I get in the car why I've got mine that low. A lot of people put them here, from the top to the bottom. It's a big spot they put them at. Or they put them all the way across the very back. Obviously, I've got my memorial of my cousin back here. So let's go ahead and get into the car, and I'll show you why I put mine so low. So like I said, if I'm actually tracking or anything like that, I don't like to block my view. So this is the view of inside the car. So that decal is not major in my view. So whenever you guys are positioning your decals, make sure you think about where you want it. I mean, if you go off of looks, a lot of people will stick them up more up here. Problem is that's like directly into your line of sight, and so yeah, no. And then also, if you put them over here, I wouldn't recommend putting them here, because that's gonna block a pretty blind spot of your car. You can put them over there, that's okay, but every time I see somebody put one here, I mean, if there's a car, you're having some fun, and it's right here, yeah, you just created a gigantic blind spot. So yeah, let's go ahead and wrap it up. So my son also decided to try to clean my car inside the garage, so I've got half a clean car now. Bless his little heart. So yeah, let's go another look at the so like I said, there you go. And always, last 3 tips, make sure you clean your window. So I cleaned this spot. Dawn dish soap and water, that is the best thing. Dawn dish soap gets rid of all your oils, and it just eliminates the oils on the window, because a lot of your window cleaners and stuff like that, they could say they'll get rid of it, but there's still a ton of oil on it. I've learned Dawn dish soap works the best. And then a lot of people, if you already have bubbles in your decals, go in there and take that trick and try to remove your bubbles. If you leave the bubbles in there, they can just slowly get bigger and bigger, and they heat up and get colder, and any moisture that's in that bubble, it's just gonna eat away at your decal. So a lot of these reviews that I see on Amazon and stuff, they're like, well, my decal only lasted 2 or 3 months. One, probably you didn't clean your windshield, or clean your windshield or your window, whatever that may be, before applying that decal. And then 2, you didn't remove any of the bubbles, or maybe there's some dirt or something like that behind that decal. Most decals usually should last up to about a year, year and a half. I've had some last 3 to 4. The one back here, I'll actually show you my cousin's. It's been on my car going on like 2.5 years. And I don't have any of the letters come off. Yeah, they're all still there. I mean, it's even sun faded a little bit, so I probably need to switch it out. I've got a whole bunch more of them. But yeah, my back windshield wiper goes across it all the time, and I had 0 issues with it. So same dude that makes my decals, his name's Jared. But yeah, I don't know if he does shipping. I could ask him, and I'll start leaving him. I'll put them in the comments below. You guys got any questions, make sure to leave a comment below. And I'll start doing a whole lot more about this car, because like I said, as far as working on it, there's not a whole lot about it online. So I'm about to do the brakes here in just a little bit. I'll do a YouTube on how to change your brakes, what tools you need, because there are some special tools on how to change the brakes. And all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll catch you guys around. Until then, this has been one heck of an adventure. I'll see you guys around until the next video. I'm Ryan. I'll see you guys later.